They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Right to the air. Here's Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Getting home, finishing that play off, it was Tyreek Smith.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in. Okay,
under pressure, they got him again. Boye Mafe in there to get him. And on the season now is 9 sacks for him. How about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, if they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A first look now for Darrington Evans to about the 40-yard line. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. And he'll to protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Evans. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darrington Evans with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Porter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. Bulldozes past him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Seahawks at 8-2 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they get one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him. And I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. Throwing left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary rating, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The defense is ready for the back to leak out, and even on the second play, waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling him back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
On play action, it's Murray. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Working with his 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He completes this to Walker. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline.
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport step. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darrington Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
They'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Here's Walker. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams in the first.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On second down, Evans looking for space. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Murray now. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
In motion right is Hopkins. Evans running straight ahead. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to do that all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mecole Hardman from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might move around in traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down with Evans. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's what we love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Went with a dime left on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of the grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions now has him staring away 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's caught at the 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Running right, this is Evans.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Darrington Evans
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Murray off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Straight ahead, it's Evans.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run here with Evans. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they'll go right back to Evans. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now they send a running back in motion right. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
Darrington Evans from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
He finds his man complete. It's Porter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Brought down by Jalen Thompson. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Finding Walker complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker,
33 yards.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively,
They have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A give running right is Evans.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's got some space here.
And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. 147 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Walker with another carry.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,
and it was